You might think you know Crisis on Infinite Earths, but here are 12 facts you may not have known about the story in which worlds lived, worlds died, and nothing was ever the same again. Crisis on Infinite Earths was a 12-issue limited series written by Marv Wolfman with art by George Perez that ran from April 1985 until March 1986. The intent of the series was to simplify DC Comics continuity by streamlining all of its stories into a single history. The birth of the DC multiverse came in a story called The Flash of Two Worlds, from Flash number 123 in 1961. This story established that the heroes and villains of DC's comics from the 1940s lived on a different Earth from its then modern heroes, separated from each other due to vibrating at different frequencies. Soon, other Earths were added, including Earth 3, where all the heroes were evil and the villains were good. As DC acquired characters from previously competing companies such as Fawcett, Charlton, and Quality, each of these sets of characters were given their own Earths as well. Starting with the story Crisis on Earth 1 in 1963's Justice League of America number 21, the title would feature team-ups between the Justice League of Earth 1 and the Justice Society of Earth 2 that often involved multiple other Earths. The term Crisis came to be the standard term for the multiversal stories, such as Crisis on Earth X and Crisis in the Thunderbolt Dimension. Crisis on Infinite Earths was meant to make DC's history easier to understand by combining these multiple Earths into a single Earth. At the center of the story was a conflict between the omnipotent, benevolent Monitor and his evil counterpart from the antimatter universe, the Anti-Monitor. The Anti-Monitor releases an antimatter wave with the intent of destroying all the Earths in the positive matter universe, but the Monitor, with the aid of heroes from Earths 1, 2, 4, S, and X, is able to combine those 5 remaining Earths into a single Earth strong enough to defeat the Anti-Monitor. Many heroes fought against the Anti-Monitor, and many characters who would not fit in the more modern post-Crisis DC universe were killed, notably Supergirl, the Barry Allen Flash, Superman's mermaid girlfriend Lori Lamaris, Huntress, and the entire evil version of the Justice League from Earth 3. The original 1938 version of Superman and Lois Lane, together with a good Lex Luthor and a Superboy from our Earth, are rewarded by going to live in a paradise dimension. The history of the new Earth created by the Crisis meant that the Justice Society now existed in the same universe as the Justice League. Wally West was now the Flash, and there were all new refined origins for many characters, including most notably Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. With all of the heavy hitters busy with new origins in their own titles, the Justice League at this time was made up of middle-of-the-road heroes from the various newly combined Earths, like Blue Beetle, previously of Earth 4, and Captain Marvel from Earth S, but no one from Earth X. Sorry, Plastic Man, Uncle Sam, and Red Bee. Following the Crisis event, Marv Wolfman wanted to take the opportunity afforded by the relaunching of so many of their marquee titles to show how much of a new company DC Comics was by renaming the company Action Comics in honor of the book in which superheroes were invented. But the idea was shot down due to the name recognition DC Comics already had. 20 years after the original Crisis on Infinite Earths wiped out the DC multiverse, the idea of multiple Earths was reborn in the miniseries Infinite Crisis, when Alexander Luthor, escaped from his paradise dimension, splintered the merged Earths looking for a perfect world. The newly minted 52 worlds of the new multiverse were given different histories by a rampaging alien butterfly. In the story Final Crisis, the Monitor from the original Crisis was revealed to be one of a race of monitors who watch over the various Earths and try to prevent interdimensional crises. Following Final Crisis, there was only one surviving Monitor, Nix Wotan, whose job is to defend the multiverse. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Comics. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comic facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comic awesomeness.